All right, what you got going here?
Well, I've got an interesting challenge because we are excited that the studio construction is about to begin in full force in about a week or so. So that means there will be construction, there will be pounding, nailing, and this entire wall will be ripped out. And so I'm going to be a little studioless, as it were, for an undetermined amount of time. So I've been thinking a lot about that, and what it mostly means is that I can't do any of my bigger paintings with my big easel. So I'm trying to think of something different to do so that I can maintain my practice. I don't have it with me right there, but my 400 hours I'm trying to get in. I don't want that to slide during this renovation. So I was trying to think of something I could do portably, I guess, whether it's at the kitchen table or a different room in the house. And so I'm going to be doing a series of smaller paintings, and I'm kind of, from my own head, I'm calling the series Renovations. And what I'm basically using the opportunity to do is to do more experimental things, to practice with new brushstroke styles, practice colors, basically trying to renovate my style in a way, renovate my skills, grow. And it's really hard to do that when I'm doing one of my more traditional paintings because it takes a lot of time and I don't want to mess it up. But these smaller ones allow me to play a little bit. And if it doesn't work out, it's only a couple hours, if that. So I wanted to show you a couple of them that I have going so far.
Oh man, I love this one.
This is a crazy chicken. Which I love, inspired by Key West. And this, one of the other things that I'm doing is I'm only using a limited palette. Now, you look at this and it seems like, well, it seems like there's a lot of colors on there. There were actually only 5 colors that I used in this, plus white. So that's kind of part of the challenge, is to create a unified painting by limiting the number of colors that I have. So here's another one. You can see this one, this draft one. I think this is dry, but you can see me playing around with more of a loose style, which is something I wanted to do. Being more methodical with each brush stroke, and of course, again, to play around with color a little bit.
Wow. It's interesting how much light you brought into this one. I don't know how you do that, but it feels like there's like a spotlight on it.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
it's good. And then this one is in mid-progress right now. I've got
cool.
red underpainting here. This is actually going to be green, and this is just the first pass here at C3PO. But you can see here, these are the colors that I'm using. This was the first day of the painting, so I've got do a little Bob Ross, yellow ochre, Payne's gray. This is one of my favorite, most usable colors. Rich gold, cadmium yellow medium, and then this viridian green. And I'm going to use that for the background. So C3PO is pretty much just these 4 colors so far, with white mixed in. So I'm excited about this because I've been wanting to loosen up my style a little bit. With a background in illustration, I tend to get really fine and detailed and stuff, and I've always been impressed by artists who are a little bit looser while still maintaining a sense of realism. So this series is called Renovations, and we'll see what happens as we go further.
I can't wait to see more. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I finished up C3PO this afternoon.
Did you?
Yep, and or this morning, I guess it was. So yeah, I'm excited. It's kind of cool to be able to give myself the freedom to try out some new things and hopefully grow a little bit. I don't know what it'll all lead to, but gives me a chance to tinker around, right?
Right. I also find it interesting. You often talk about, in order to be creative, sometimes the best way to be creative is have constraints. So obviously you did size here. And then I did notice different boards that you're using, right? But then the limited color is interesting. So I think you're going to have, that's an interesting playground to kind of stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah. Every one I have kind of like a different thing I'm focusing on. So the C3PO one was really trying to think about how can I make something look metallic while not rendering the hell out of it. Like getting let it still be loose with brushstrokes and stuff like that. So I think it turned out pretty good. But yeah, here's another shot of our funky chicken here.
I think the lighting's better down here.
A little bit better.
Yeah, that
the different.
awesome.
I like how the background is with the different greens and blues and purples and stuff. And yeah, it's funky. That's a specific kind of chicken. I don't know what it's called.
It's called a funky chicken.
Has that? Yeah, that's the scientific name. But,
I think you pronounced that. Okay. I love Jim Kramer. Good to see you tonight, Jim. Journey versus destination, right? Isn't that all of art and creativity? It's like just having fun with it, and we'll see where it goes, right?
Yeah. How about the stricken chicken? Yeah, the stricken chicken. He got electrocuted. Paul said it was what his hair looked like the past week. So,
hey, more power to you.
Can't relate to that, but yeah. So I just want to share that with you. We'll see where it leads, but it's kind of fun to take you into the studio every once in a while. It's been a while. So.
I think that we will probably I think we should do more studio sneak peeks as the renovation happens, with the idea of like peeking at what's happening out there.
Yeah,
so it'll be kind of fun to take you on that journey with us.
Yeah, it'll be fun.